What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Arrow Season 6 video. So not long now until Arrow's back on our television screens, and I am super excited for this season after the absolutely stunning Arrow Season 5, which, to be honest, for me personally, might have been the best season yet, mainly due to the fact that Josh Segarra was absolutely superb at playing the evil, villainous Prometheus, which was a fantastic villain and easily the best villain so far of the last season of TV shows. So better than Savitar, better than whatever we had on Supergirl, and possibly, you know what, just better than the Legion of Doom, to be honest. Legion of Doom were cool, but Prometheus does just edge it for me there. Now, the flashbacks are done for Oliver Queen. There's no more personal flashbacks for him. However, we will be getting flashbacks across all of the characters in Season 6. And Mark Guggenheim has said something very interesting about Huntress. Now, Huntress, Helena Bertinelli, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I am just terrible at pronouncing them. Sorry about that. So, Helena Bertinelli on the show, she was a great addition to Arrow and a really, really good character. Sadly, wasn't used again. So last we saw her, she was actually escaping and she is sort of on the run. And really the character who has had a huge grudge against her father for the, well, possibly for the death of her fiancé there as well. And the character was involved in some of the most really interesting action scenes and was involved, of course, with Oliver Queen of the bedroom variety as well. So this character is someone which was criminally underused, and sadly this character wasn't used as much throughout, possibly because she was a lover of Oliver Queen, and then we got that whole Olicity thing going on as well. So a bit of a disappointment there, but Huntress is a really cool Batman family character, and a really cool character, to say the least. And she's been great in Batgirl as well, and she was really good in Batgirl, the opening kind of storyline of Batgirl in DC Rebirth. And it's a real shame, like I said, that she wasn't involved on the show as much as possible when we've got other characters who weren't really as good, in my opinion. And to be honest, there's so much they could have done. Maybe we like it so much, or I like it so much because it wasn't used as much, so I'm just left wanting more. Maybe more isn't what we actually really want. But Mark Guggenheim has said that she has an invitation to come back to the show. She is she is a favourite actor of his. He really does like her, and it's obvious to see why, because she is so damn good. And, well, he wants to make it happen in Season 6 to have her back, and he says that we've got some plans for the later half of the year that I think she will fit into really well, so we will see. So having her back on the show is quite big there, to be honest, and the big bad is apparently supposed to be the biggest that they've had yet. I'm not sure how you can top Deathstroke or Prometheus by saying the biggest, but it's going to get very personal, very apparently the whole team will have kind of personal troubles and all that kind of the like throughout the season, which is to do with the big bad, which is, well, they've confirmed Richard Dragon on the show. We've also got Michael Emerson in some sort of role, which we don't know who he is actually going to be just yet, but some people have suggested Onomatopoeia. Personally, I think that would be a mistake using that actor for that role. As much as I want to see that character on the show, the Michael Emerson is fantastic at speaking and talking. He was amazing as Benjamin Linus on Lost, and I understand he's very good on Person of Interest as well. So it would be a mistake not having him on there. However, the interesting thing is, how could she actually return? So, as I said, last we saw of her, she was escaped, and she is on the run, and, well, she's out there in the wild, and I imagine that she is honing her skills being an evil person. Granted, we haven't really heard of her for quite some time, and I imagine she's making a name for herself, and with this brand new villain on the scene of Richard Dragon in Star City, I imagine that he's probably learnt from Tobias Church, and he's trying to take down the Green Arrow in a different way, perhaps recruiting people from his past. So recruiting some kind of evil super team, which I think would really work, to be honest. Having a sort of mismatch of characters against him would be pretty cool. Some kind of like Arrow Rogues Gallery would really, really suit this, to be honest. I think it would suit the whole show and suit the show and the character, which I would like to see personally. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that that kind of Arrow Rogues team up would be good? Would be a good kind of villain, at least for the first half or second half of the season, which if he's saying the second half, well, that could be that then. But this, like I said, this could be part of this new villain and a promised personal storyline, which is quite big there. I'm excited to see where that actually goes. Do you think Huntress could return to the show? I think that she could return for that. Now, in the comics, she has kind of turned good. She in the past, she has kind of seen the error of her ways and turned her back on the life of evil and crime. And really, she's just wanting revenge when you think about it. So that's why she's gone mad, because of that. So there is a redemption there that we could actually see, and that would work really well. And well, time will only tell if the actress is available to actually do it. Now, next up, we have got John Barrowman. Now, initially, we thought that John Barrowman had gone. He wouldn't be coming back to the show. We know that he's hinted that he will be coming back to Doctor Who or Torchwood in some way, shape, or form. I hope he returns to Doctor Who and doesn't do a Torchwood series again, because that US version of Torchwood, the last one that we saw, was just abysmal. Was a real shame, to be honest, and was terrible. But I'd like to see him return there. And Mark Guggenheim has said now that he has an open invitation to return. What? So he's also listed that, well, the show, he's acknowledged that the show has many different ways to bring characters back, and having such a cult following of John Barrowman would be good for the show, would have a huge influx of viewers again. They would probably tune in just to see him on the show, so there is that as well. So how will he return? I expect possibly a different timeline or a different reality version, going by what he said. So that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.